Hey guys, Miranda here, and I got another cook with me for you guys today. So today, if you can tell, we are making lentils. We are making actually a lentil soup. I don't know if I'm going to use the whole bag because it's actually, they get a little bit bigger, so they do kind of expand. So I may just use half of the bag. But this is like literally the only lentil recipe that I know that I've been making. I haven't made it in a while, and I've been really craving lentils for some reason, which is kind of odd. I know lentils isn't really something you'd really crave that much, but so I thought I would go ahead and make it today. So you're gonna need some lentils, obviously. If you want to do the whole pack, it's really just kind of up to you how big your family size and whatnot. But like I said, they do expand, so sometimes it might be a little bit too much to do the whole package. So I probably will do half. You're gonna need at least one onion. You could do more if you wanted to. Some tomatoes. Again, that's really up to you how many you want to use. You're gonna need some hot dogs. Again, however much you want to use, just kind of depends how much meat you want in your soup. You're going to need a can of el pato. It's like, if you can't find this, you can totally substitute it with just like a small can of like tomato sauce, tomato paste, whatever. Excuse me. um, Or you could even, if you didn't want to do the work and cut up the tomatoes and you didn't want to use like tomato sauce, if you want to use like a can of diced tomatoes. This is really mainly just to give the lentil soup like some color. And also this has just like a little kick, like a little spice to it, nothing major. So that's just kind of what that does. But again, if you want to use like diced tomatoes, you totally could. And you kind of kill two birds with one stone without having to cut up this. And then you also get like the red color, so you get your tomatoes and you get your color to the soup. And then also I'm going to need some bacon. Now I wanted to save some time. I went ahead and I already chopped up my bacon. This is probably more than a package of bacon. You're fine with just using like an entire package of bacon, but this is probably a little bit more. But I had some and I needed to use it up, so this is probably like 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds of bacon there. But I just cut it up into pieces and I went ahead and I just did it up on the stove. You can totally do it however you want. If you do your bacon in the oven, that's fine too. You want to like crumble it or something, you're fine there. So that is all the ingredients that you will need. I have some water here that I got. I'm going to wait for it to get to a boil so that I can go ahead and put the lentils in there. So obviously first what we want to do is go ahead and, just kind of rinse the lentils, make sure there's no like rocks or anything in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so my lentils have been checked for rocks and they've been rinsed. So my water is pretty much to a boil right now, so we're going to go ahead and add the lentils to the water. Alright, so the lentils are in the pot, and lentils, they can take anywhere from a half hour to like an hour to fully be cooked and whatnot. So I'm going to just go ahead and cover this for now until we get the rest of the stuff that we need going. So I have it on like a medium heat, medium high, I guess you would say. So we're just going to leave that as is, and then we're going to go ahead and continue with everything else. So next what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut up my onion and my tomatoes. So I will be right back. Alright, so I have my onion all cut up, so we're just going to go ahead and add this straight to the pot. Alright, onion is in. Right, tomatoes are ready to go. Alright, tomatoes are in, so we're also going to go ahead and add the bacon. Right, bacon in, and then we're also going to go ahead and add this in there. And lastly is the hot dogs. I just used 4 hot dogs here and just cut them up into rounds. Alright, so everything is in the pot now, and as you can tell, like the soupy part of it is, changed in color because of the little can of like tomato sauce that I added in. Then also obviously from like the juice from the actual tomatoes. But everything is in here, so this has been on here for like 15 minutes already. So we're just gonna wait and see when it's done. So it should be maybe another half hour at the most, another 45 minutes maybe. Again, it's just kind of gonna depend on your stove and everything. Right now there's plenty of water, but you still want to make sure that you check. every now and then. I'm not gonna add any salt quite yet until like towards the end, because obviously the bacon has salt, the hot dog has salt in it, so we'll just add salt towards the end. But as you can see, that's everything in there. And again, just make sure you're checking the water. If it needs more water, make sure you add it. And yeah, you guys, this is really the only recipe that I know. I've been making this for years, and I mean, I've Googled other recipes and whatnot, but I just haven't found one that's been to our liking. And my family likes this, so you know, that's why I make it. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, like for lentils, any recipes that you want to share, let me know in the comments below or email me. I'd be very interested, because as of right now, this is the only way I make lentils, because it's the only way that looks really appetizing enough to actually eat. So we'll be back in a little bit to see how it turns out. Alright guys, so 40 minutes have passed now, and my lentils are ready to go. They've expanded, they're nice and soft. So at this point, you know, you just add some salt to your liking if it needs it. So that's pretty much all. I mean, it's a simple meal here, you guys. Like I said, a yummy way to eat lentils. So I know there's not really a whole lot of amazing recipes out there for them, but this is something that my family enjoys. I've been making it for years now, and it's just like a soup, you know. So yeah, it's really good, you guys. And again, if you can't find like the spicy tomato sauce, there's, you know, you could use like a can of chipotle peppers, just like use the sauce, and maybe like a couple peppers to give it that little extra spice. I just think that the little extra kick is really nice and gives it a good flavor. If you can't find the chipotle peppers, you could even like maybe just slice open a jalapeno or serrano pepper and just toss it in, just so it gives it that extra kick. But the little can that I use, El Pato, you can usually find that like at your, well, I'm not gonna say like everywhere, but if you can find it, it would be in your like Mexican grocery section at your local store. So yeah, there's plenty of substitutions that you can do. Again, also for, you know, the red color of the soup. Again, you could do tomato sauce or tomato paste or diced tomatoes. So plenty of substitutions that you can do there. And obviously, if you're like vegetarian, you know, leave out the bacon and the hot dog, and you could just add in a bunch more like vegetables, like maybe some bell pepper or, you know, whatever kind of vegetables you like, because technically it's just, you know, a soup that I just kind of threw together. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I cannot wait to have this for dinner. This, like, seriously, it's so amazing. Like, the bacon gives it such a nice flavor, as well as the little like tomato sauce that I use. So we'll see you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye.